Hello everyone, it is Seditious Saturday. Well done Homestead here. Today we're going to talk about irrigation lines, how to water your garden. So go ahead and grab a cup of coffee. I know you guys are all out there saying, Tim, it is the end of the season. I know that. I know, we're harvesting. We're almost towards the end of harvest, to be honest. But I figured this information is good information. I was working on my irrigation lines the other day and I shot some video about it, so I figured why not share it now. You can use this information next spring and adapt it to your needs. Super cheap systems, and boy are they effective. They work very, very well. So anyway, without any further ado, go ahead and grab your cup of coffee, kick back and relax, throw your feet up, and enjoy. So I am working on something that happened the other day. Apparently when I was mowing my lawn, I clipped the inlet valve with my lawnmower on my irrigation system for my garden. And so I am going to show you kind of what I have here as far as the irrigation. I'm just going to show you a quick little what I have, and then so here, let me flip the camera around and we will take a look at what we've got going on here. You can see here that this is my inlet valve, and you can see there's a filter, and you can see this T right here has been broken off. That's what I clipped with the mower, and you can see that the filter has been bent, so that whole T needs to be replaced, which isn't a big deal because you can keep the filter here and just replace this end here, which is nice. That keeps you from having to really go crazy and buy a bunch of extra stuff. This whole unit from here all the way out with the filter and everything cost me, I think, I don't know, 15 bucks maybe. It's not super expensive, but you can see here that I have it attached to, this is the head pipe here, and you can run your valves. This is actually the end of my strawberry patch here. This is a valve here, and it runs on the drip line right there. So you can actually shut these valves off and run them individually. So there's a shut off, and it's very difficult to do this one-handed. But yeah, you can turn those and turn them off. And then you have a little punch that you use to, see if I can get a better shot at this. You can use the punch, and you punch the headline, and you just fit that nipple into the hole for your valve, and then you tighten up the drip line onto the fitting here. And then at the very end, here, let me go to the other end and I will show you how I tie off the drip line. Hang on. Alrighty, so you can see that this drip line, I ran it a little long, and I actually have it folded up here on my snow fencing. You can see the others are there, but this is just the drip line, and you want the seam up. You can see the seam there. You want that to be angled up on your rows, and I just kind of weave it through the plants, or just run it across the top of the line where your plants are going to be, and then honestly, I just tie an overhand knot in it. And then on the tail, you can see I've cut a small section, and then I folded this piece here. I folded it 3 times, and then fit that section, which is just another piece of this that's about 3 inches long. I slid it over top with a fold, and that just kind of holds it from blowing out the end. But you've already got it knotted here, so honestly, you don't even really need to do that. I do that just because I want to maintain as much pressure as I can in my line, because I have multiple lines running off this one head pipe. So you can see here, this is part of our pepper patch. You can see the lines running off of the head pipe, and you can see how I have them staggered kind of around the rows. This isn't a really good view, and honestly, it hasn't been really well kept. It's been very kind of rainy, so I haven't had to do a whole lot of watering recently. What I need to do is go row by row and just get everything shored up, and get everything closer to the plants so that it actually soaks the roots rather than just getting the ground wet around it. You want it to be right near the stalk so that it actually focuses in on the root ball itself. Those peppers, oh man, they're getting ready. They're getting close. Got some that are getting pretty close. I think those are habaneros. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some hot salsa, baby. Oh yeah. Else that I'll do is I'll use these T-junctions here, and this is just drip line, and this is drip line, and this is the drip line that I use as a feed line, and just connect it to this T so that I can run, you know, off here to where I've got peas and onions. This is actually our cold weather batch, and they're just starting. We'll probably harvest those in a couple of months, maybe a month and a half. But then this line here runs off. I had both of these running earlier, like all summer long. But yeah, there's the ability to do that too. And really, you can just kind of run it. And like I said, I just have one headline with a bunch of valves on it running these drip lines, and then some T's here where I need them. And that's it. Super simple. Things are real easy as far as watering. You can really focus in on the plants rather than using like a sprinkler that you know, does this number or spins in a circle. This way you can just you know, hit each of the plants individually. You only have to leave it on, you know, 25 minutes or so, and you're not watering for 2 hours to try and get everything soaked. It actually focuses the water in right on the roots, which is pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna fix this valve here, and I'll be ready to water this evening. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay prepared.